everyone. My name is Teacher Flor and I am your teacher for English conversation. But for now, we're going to do it online. But before I start, please remember my rule. What is the rule? It's rule. R for remember. Remember what you are going to hear and remember what you're going to see. U for understand. Understand this video and use the words in conversation later. L means listen. Listen and repeat the letter sounds so you can say our vocabulary words properly. And the last one is E. E for enjoy. Enjoy this video and enjoy online learning. So our lesson for today is about giving instructions. Okay, giving instructions. But for this one, when you say giving instructions, you always think about this, giving directions, right? But since you have to stay home, that is not what we are going to study, okay? Not giving directions, but giving instructions. Giving instructions on how to cook or how to make, okay? What is the difference between cook or make? Cook is when there is fire or heat. Okay, that fire is from a gas stove, so it has fire. But nowadays, many of us are using induction stove, so it doesn't have fire, but it has the heat. So if there is fire or heat, we call it cook. And if there is no need for a fire or heat, we say make, just like this one, the salad. When you are making a salad, do you need fire or do you need heat? No. So, since we don't need it, we say make. So I'll give you some examples. So first one is this one. This is vegetable soup. Okay. We use the word cook vegetable soup because when we cook vegetable soup, we need fire or we need heat. But for coffee, we say make coffee because we don't need fire or we don't need heat, but we don't need heat when we make coffee, but we need boiled water or hot water for this. Next one. So for coffee, we don't need fire. We say make coffee. For spaghetti, we say cook spaghetti because it needs heat or it needs fire. And as for sandwiches, we say make sandwiches. Make sandwiches. Okay, so I think that is already clear for you. I think you understood that very well. So for our lesson, you will be naming the given dish. So you should name the given dish. I will give you the dish later, but of course, I will teach you how. But at the end, you will name the given dish, and then you will tell what dish you have prepared, eaten, or tried already. That is for our conversation later. And then the third one is list some dishes according to how they were cooked. This one, you have to do it on Google Classroom. Okay, so those three. Look at this photo. What is your favorite food? I think I can hear you. I think I can hear you saying pizza, donuts, French fries, spaghetti. But that's not our lesson for today. Look at the dishes. Look at the food there. My favorite is muping. Delicious. It's pork barbecue. Yeah, so what about you? What is your favorite among these dishes that you are seeing on the photo? Can you cook your favorite? How do you do it? Okay, so we are going to focus on the word how do you do it. So we are going to answer that question later. So remember, this is our focus. First is the action or how to. Okay, I will give you two words, which is the action And the second one is the food or the dish or what. Okay, you will understand this later. But before you can say what kind of food or what action you are going to use, you have to learn to pronounce these sounds. Okay, so we are going to focus on the FR sound, not FL. FR, it's fr, fr, fr. Okay, not fla, but fr, fr. Second is GR or gr. If you cannot say grr, you can practice with the grr first, okay? Say that first, grr. And then slowly you will be able to say grr, 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 okay? Not gua, but grr. Next one is the D sound or the ending D sound. Say d, d, d. Very good. Okay, so let's do it. Let's practice one by one. FR first. Say friend, friend, not friend, but friend, friend. Very good. Next one, frozen, frozen, frozen. Very good. Third one, fry, not fly, not fly, but fry. Say it, fry, fry. Very good. Second is GR. This is easier, I think, for you. So that's green, green. Okay, remember that sound. Next one is gray, gray. Third one is grill, grill, not grill. Don't say grill, say grill, grill. Okay, the D sound, ending D. Look at the word. Say it, played, played, played. Very good. Second, cried. Say the D sound at the end. Cried, cried. Very good. And the last one is pulled. Very good. So remember those sounds because you have to pronounce those letter sounds later. Okay? So this is our vocabulary words. Look at this. What is that? So let's focus on action. The action is called fry. Okay? Fry. But when you finish, the food is already called fried. Fried. Again, the action is fry, no D sound, only fry, but the food is called fried. 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 Very good. So what is that? Egg, right? So you call it fried egg. Very good. So when you need to fry, you need a pan. That is called a pan. And then you also need oil. Okay, so when you are frying, when you need to fry, you need a pan and an oil. And oil, not an oil, some oil. Okay, next. The action is boil, boil, boil. Okay, and the food is called boiled with the D sound, boiled. Okay, so what is this? That is water, water. So you say boiled water, okay? When you need to boil, you need a pot and of course water. You cannot boil without the water, okay? So that is boiled. Remember that. Next one is this one, okay? The action here is called steam. Steam, okay? And when you finish, the food is actually called steamed. You just have to add the D sound in the end. You have to add ED and then you have to say the D sound in the end. Steamed, okay? And when you need to steam, you need a steamer. That is called a steamer, okay? There are many kinds of steamer. That is one kind of steamer. This is another kind of steamer, and then this is the modern steamer that most of us are using right now. So whatever you are using, Any of those three, you call it steam. And then the food will become steamed. Okay. Next one is this one. What is this? That is, the action is grill. Grill. And then when you finish, the food is called grilled. 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 Okay. So when you need to grill, you need a griller. That's called a griller. And of course, you need a charcoal to make fire, to make the heat, to make the fire. Okay. Charcoal. So when you finish doing this, the food is called grilled. Next one is this one. Okay, what is this? The action here is called saute. Saute. Say it again. Saute. When you finish, the food is called sauteed. 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 Okay, so when you need to saute, you need, of course, a pan, of course, oil, and then you also need onion and garlic. Okay, so let's review. What are the words? So we have two words for each one. We have the action and the food. So the first one is fry, and the food is fried. Okay, the next one is boil, and the food is boiled. Next is steam, the food is steamed. Next one is grill, the food is grilled. And the last one is saute, and the food is sauteed. But for this lesson, we have to focus on the food first, okay? We will talk about the action on our next topic or next lesson. But for now, for today, we are going to focus on food, okay? You have to say the food, the one with the D sound. Okay, remember, what is the first one? It's fried. Say it again, fried. Next is boiled. Boiled. Next is steamed. Steamed. Next is grilled. Grilled. And the last one is sauteed. Sauteed. Okay, so let's review. Look at the words and look at the photos. What is the first one? That is. And then the second one. And then the third one. And then the fourth. And the last. Okay, so you just have to remember 5 words here. We are going to focus on the food. So give me the word with ed. What are these things? When you finish cooking, what are the food? So the first one is fried. Okay, very good. Next one is boiled. Next one is grilled. Next one is steamed. And the last one is sauteed. Okay, so I will give you a few minutes to write, maybe a minute, because there are only 5 words. I'll give you a minute to write down all the words on your notebook. Okay, and to cook the food. Okay, so if you want to cook fried, something fried, then you need oil and a pan. Okay, write them down on your notebook and remember them. The next one, if you want to cook something boiled, then you need pot and of course water. Okay, write them down and remember them. If you want to cook something grilled, You need a griller, and of course, to give off heat or fire is the charcoal. Okay, but of course, when you're grilling something, you don't like big fire for this. Only the heat from the charcoal. Next one is steamed. If you want something steamed, then you need only one thing. This one, it's called steamer. Okay, write them down. And the last one, if you cook something sauteed, then you need oil and a pan, just like with a fried. Okay, so you have the oil and the pan, and of course you need this too. You need onion and garlic. Okay, so I'll give you a minute or two to write this down on your notebook because you need them later for your quiz. Okay, so for fried, you need two, oil and pan. For boiled, of course, you need water and pot. For grilled, a griller and charcoal. For steamed, steamer. And for something sauteed, you need oil, pan, and onion and garlic. Okay, write them down. Okay, practice. So the first one, what is this? What is the food when finished? It is steamed. Very good. The next one is, yes, it is grilled. Next one is fried. Very good. With the D sound. Say it again. Fried. Next one. What is this? It is sauteed. Very good. The next one. Oh, again, what is this? Grilled. Very good. Next one is with the pot and the water. Boiled. Very good. Say it with the D sound, okay? Next one is sauteed. Very good. Next one is, what is this? Fried. Very good. Next one is, again, boiled. Next is steamed. Very good. This one again, fried. Very good. This one, grilled. Very good. This one, steamed. Okay. And sauteed. Very good. One more, boiled. Okay, so now you have to answer this. What is this dish? Okay, what is this? This is egg, right? So this is egg. Now, if this is cooked this way, it is called fried egg. Say it again, fried egg. Okay, the one with the D sound, what the food is, you have how the food was cooked, you have to put it in front, and then the name of the food or the name of the item is at the last. So example, this one is egg, so this is called fried egg. Okay, this one is very good, steamed egg. The next one is, okay, boiled egg. Very good. And next one is grilled egg. Yes, this is very popular in Thailand. Okay, so we have many different kinds of dishes for only one food. So for our application, you have to identify the following dishes. Okay, I will show you pictures of the dishes and you have to tell me what the dish is. Say the name of the dish. Okay, remember to say how the food was cooked first and then the food. Example, this one. What is this? Very good. It is fried fish. Okay. Next one is grilled. Very good. That is sausage. So that is grilled sausage. But since there are 5, you can say grilled sausages. Okay. Very good. This one, vegetables. What is this dish? Sauteed Vegetables, very good. This one, potato or potato. You can say potato, it's okay, or potato. Very good, it's boiled potato. But since there are many potatoes, you can say boiled potatoes, okay? This one, dumplings. What is this dish? Steamed dumplings, very good. This one, pork. Not pig, it's pork. The meat of the pig is called pork. Okay, so what is this dish? Very good, that is fried pork. Next one, bell pepper or peppers. Very good, grilled peppers or grilled bell peppers. You can say that way. Fish. Very good, it's steamed fish. Steamed fish. Number 9. What is this? Mushroom. What is this dish? Very good, that is sauteed mushroom. Next one, that is chicken. What is the dish? Very good, that is boiled chicken. Very good. Okay, next part is classifying. What is classifying? You have to group the dishes according to how they were cooked. Okay, so I will show you photos of the dishes, and then you have to write on your notebook 5 columns or 5 groups according to how the food are cooked. Okay, so I will give you an example. So this one, this is the table, or you can just make a list. Okay, so make a table or a list for fried, grilled, sauteed, boiled, and steamed. Okay, I will give you 15 pictures, 15 photos of the dishes, and then all you have to do is write them according to how they were cooked. Example, this one. Okay, what is that? That is egg, right? So I will give you the name of the item or the name of the food, and then you will just put them according to how they are cooked. So how are the eggs cooked? They are cooked as boiled. Yes, they are boiled eggs. So where are you going to put them? You have to write boiled and then the name of the food is egg. So boiled eggs under the boiled category. Okay, so that is how you're going to do. So I will give you a minute to write a list, make a list on your notebook before I show you the pictures. I will give you 3 pictures at a time. Are you ready? Okay. So first 3. Okay. We have corns, spinach, and broccoli. How are they cooked? Write them. Corns, spinach, broccoli. Finished? Okay. Next 3. You just have to write them according to how they are cooked. Are they fried, boiled, grilled, sauteed, or steamed? Okay. Next, we have squids, crabs, and hot dogs. How are they cooked? You have to write. These are the list. Okay, we have fried, boiled, grilled, sauteed, or steamed. Where are you going to put them? Write them on your notebook. Finished? Okay, so I think you're ready for the next one. Next batch. So we have okra. Look at the finished product and look at the greens. The greens are vegetables. Those are okras. Okay, okra, or some people call them lady finger because they look like fingers of a lady. So they are okra, next rice cakes, and then sweet potatoes. How are they cooked? Are they fried, boiled, grilled, sauteed, or steamed? Okay, write them on your notebook. Okay, next batch. Another 3. Okay, so we have green beans. Green beans are vegetables. Okay, we have green beans. Look at how they're cooked. And then we have peanuts. And then we have eggplants. They are the long eggplants, Japanese eggplants. If you don't know what eggplants are, what are eggplants in Pasatay? Macayao. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but eggplants. They are vegetables. Okay, so how are they cooked? Are they fried, boiled, grilled, sauteed, or steamed? Write on your notebook. Finished? Okay, last batch. Okay, so we have crabs again, meatballs, and salmon. Crabs, meatballs. Meatballs are from pork or the meat of the pig, or they could be beef, or they could be chicken. It's okay. But if you use chicken, you call them chicken balls. But that's meatballs. And the last one is salmon. Okay? So write them according to how they are cooked. We have fried, boiled, grilled, sauteed, or steamed. All right? So when you are finished with the list, what you're going to do is take a photo of what you have written, what you have done, how they are grouped, and you have to send that photo to Google Classroom so I can check. All right? I will give you points for that. So if you don't remember the words, or if you were not able to copy the previous ones, you can repeat the video and then write later. Okay, you don't have to submit now, or you don't have to send now, but just send whenever you're finished with the list. All right? Okay, so let's use those dishes in conversation. So for conversation, we are going to use 3 conversation structure. The first one is when you finished eating. Okay, so when you already finished eating, you have to use past tense. So this is our conversation structure number 1 for past tense. When you use past tense, you have to use the word did. Okay, so you have to start with what and then use did. So what did you have for lunch? Again, what did you have for lunch? And when you answer, you have to change have into past tense. What is the past tense of have? That is had. So you use I had and then say the name of the dish that you eat. So that is I had fried chicken. You can stop there. I had fried chicken. That's okay. Or you can add for lunch. I had fried chicken for lunch. So can you read those? Again, what did you have for lunch? I had fried chicken for lunch. Very good. Okay, so with this one, you can actually change the word have with eat. What did you eat for lunch? That's okay. But when you answer it, you have to change eat into past tense. What is the past tense of eat? That is ate. Okay, so when you answer, it should be I ate fried chicken for lunch. So the question is, what did you eat for lunch? The answer is, I ate fried chicken for lunch. You can actually change lunch for breakfast too, or dinner. That's okay. What did you eat for breakfast? I ate fried chicken for breakfast. You can also change it into dinner. What did you eat for dinner? I ate fried chicken for dinner. Okay, so that is our conversation structure number 1 for past tense. For a question, you have to use did, and when you answer, you have to change the main verb into past tense. Okay, so let's use this. Look at this. What is this? What is that dish? Mushroom. Okay, so what is the name of the dish? And then the question is, what did you have for lunch? Use this as your answer. I had sauteed mushroom for lunch. Very good. Okay, this one is sausage. Question is, what did you have for lunch? The answer is, I had, what is the dish? I had grilled sausage or grilled sausages for lunch. Very good. Okay, so I think that's easy. Next one. The next conversation is when you are thinking or when you are planning what to cook, meaning you are not yet cooking, but you are going to cook. So we have two structures here. We are going to use future tense. The first conversation structure is using are you going? Okay, when you use the word going here, you have to add to. So what are you going to cook for dinner? Or what are you going to cook for lunch? Or what are you going to cook for breakfast? When you answer, you also have to use the word going to. So I am going to cook steamed fish. You can stop there or you can add for dinner. I am going to cook steamed fish for dinner. Got it? Okay, so let's try this. What is this? That's pork. Okay, what is the name of the dish? So you have to answer this. What are you going to cook for dinner? How do you answer? Very good. I am going to cook fried pork for dinner. Okay, very good. Next one, practice. What is the question? The question is, what are you going to cook for dinner or for breakfast or for lunch? How are you going to answer? Very good. I am going to cook, what is that? Potato. I am going to cook boiled potato for dinner. Very good. Okay. Now, this is conversation structure number 2B, also future tense. But with this one, we are going to use will. Okay. So you have to use what, and then will, and then subject is you. So what will you cook for dinner? I will cook steamed fish for dinner. Okay, no more to. If you use will, no to. Only going to goes together, but will, no to. So what will you cook for dinner? The answer is I will cook steamed fish for dinner. Okay, let's try it. This one, that is dumplings. Okay, those are dumplings. So the question is, what will you cook for dinner? The answer is, I will cook steamed dumplings for dinner. Very good. What about this one? Last one. Question, what will you cook for dinner? Answer. What's your answer? I will cook fried fish for dinner. Very good. Okay, so for the next conversation structure is about something when you are cooking at the moment or when you are cooking now. What is the conversation structure? That is using this and then ing form of the verb. So for the question, you should ask, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? And of course, if you use are here, when you answer, you have to use am. Okay? So if the question is with are, you have to answer with am because am goes together with I. Okay? So if the subject is I, you have to use am. So you have to say, I am cooking fried chicken. Okay? So I'll repeat that. So if the question is, what are you cooking? You have to answer, I am cooking fried chicken. Okay? So let's practice. Look here. What is this? This is vegetables. Okay, these are vegetables. And the question is, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? How are you going to answer? You answer, I am cooking sauteed vegetables. Sauteed vegetables. Very good. What are you cooking? I am cooking sauteed vegetables. Okay, the next one is this one. This is pork. Okay, not pig, it's pork. The meat of the pig, it's pork. How is it cooked? Okay, so if the question is, what are you cooking? And if you are cooking this dish, what are you going to say? You're saying, you have to say, I am cooking fried pork. Very good. I am cooking fried pork. So the question is, what are you cooking? The answer is, I am cooking fried pork. Okay. Next one, these are dumplings. Okay, how are they cooked? What is the food? These are dumplings. Okay, so if the question is, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? What is the answer? If you are cooking this dish, what is the answer? Correct. That is, I am cooking steamed dumplings. I am cooking steamed dumplings. Okay, so the question is, what are you cooking? You have to answer, I am cooking steamed dumplings. Okay, so let us review our conversation structure. Okay, so for our conversation structure, we used for, but here is the first thing that you have to remember. So our question always starts with what, okay? And then the verb. What is the verb? The action word, okay? And then followed by the subject, which is you, okay? What, and then verb, and then you. What are the verbs that we used? We used did, okay? We also used are. We also used will. We also used are and then going to. What are these dots? Okay, that is for you. Okay, so what did you? What are you? What will you? And then what are you going to? Okay, so those are the structure. Next, when you answer, because here is on the question, we have the you. When you answer, of course, you have to use I, followed by the verb. Okay? I will explain further, so please remember that. Okay? So let us look at all the conversation structures. So for the conversation structures, we use three tenses. Okay? We have present continuous for what you are cooking now or at the moment, and then we used past tense, and then we used future tense. But for future tense we used two conversation structures. Okay, so let's look at them all. So the first one is for now or at the moment. So we use, for the question, we use the verb are, and when you answer you have to use am. Okay, so what is the question? So example, this one, what are you cooking? Okay, we used are. And then the verb that we used is ing form of the verb. What are you cooking? Okay, and when we answered, we used I am and then cooking, ing form. Okay, so for the past tense, we used did and then the main verb, eat. You can change this with the have to, okay, with the verb have. And then when you answer, you have to change the main verb into past tense. Simple past tense. What is the past tense of eat? That is ate. Okay, if it is have, then you have to use had. Or if you use cook, then you have to add ed for cooked. Okay, example, is what did you eat? Or what did you have? Or what did you cook? Okay? And when you answer, you have to change in simple past tense. So that is I ate, and then the food that you cooked or the food that you ate. I ate, I had, or I cooked. Okay? And for future tense, we also used will. If you use will on the question, you use will on your answer. So example is, what will you cook? And the answer is, I will cook. That's easy, okay? And then for the other conversation structure is this one, using going to. Okay, if you use going to on the question, you also have to use going to on your answer. But this one is not about going to the mall or going to the beach or going to Pattaya or going to school. No, the next word should be a verb. Okay, so it should be going to cook. What are you going to cook? What are you going to play? What are you going to read? Okay, the next word after the to should be a verb for this to become future tense. Okay, so example is this one. What are you going to cook? What are you going to cook? And your answer should be, I am going to cook, and then the food that you will cook. Okay, so what are you going to cook? I am going to cook. So you can copy this, or you can take a screenshot if you are using your mobile phone. I'll give you a few seconds for that. So these are our conversation structures that we are going to practice later. Okay? You can copy. I'm waiting. Or take a photo. Or take a screenshot. Okay, so the next part is answering the questions according to the conversation structures that I showed you a while ago. If you did not copy them or if you forgot them, you can go back to that part of the lesson. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to show you short video clip or photo, and then I will ask you questions. All you have to do is answer them according to the conversation structures that I showed you a while ago. Okay, so example, this one, I will show you, this is just an example. I will answer this, and then after this, you will do your job later. Okay, so for this one, that is banana. How are the bananas cooked? So how are the bananas cooked? So I will ask you questions like, what are you cooking? Okay, what are you cooking? And then you have to answer questions. So if you use are, you have to use am, okay, on your answer. So you have to use I am. I am cooking. And then you have to write what you are cooking. So example of the answer is, I am cooking boiled banana or boiled bananas. Okay, so all you have to do is write the answer. You don't have to write the questions. I have the questions. All you have to do is write the answers. Okay, and make sure to use boiled, sauteed, grilled, fried, steamed. Don't forget those. Okay, but don't worry about the item. I will write what. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so number one is this one. Okay, chicken. And the question is, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? Write your answer for number one. What are you cooking? How do you answer when the question is with are and with ing verb? What are you cooking? Write your answer. So for this one, you are pretending that you are the one cooking, okay? I am asking the question and pretending that you are the one cooking, so you have to use I for answer. Always use I. Okay, number 2. That's egg. Okay, and the question here is, what did you eat? What did you eat? If you are the old man eating the egg, okay, and you finished eating the egg. So the question is, what did you eat? You have to write your answer. Okay. Next, number 3, vegetables. Okay, so for vegetables, the question is, what will you cook? Because the vegetables, they are not yet cooked. So the question is, what will you cook? Write your answer. Okay, finished? Next, number 4. For number 4, vegetables again. Okay, but this time it's a different dish, a different way of cooking. So here the question is, what did you cook? Because it's already finished. Okay, so it's past tense. Remember how to answer a question using past tense. You have to change cook into past tense. You have to add ed. It will become cooked. Okay? That's the clue. So write your answer. You can check your note. All right? Number 5. Chicken. Look at this. What do you think? Okay? So the question is, what are you going to cook? Because this one is still preparing. What do you think? That's chicken. How do you think the chicken will be cooked? So the question is, what are you going to cook? Write your answer. All right. Number 6. This one, fish. Look. Okay. So for the fish, the question is, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? You have to write your answer. Finished? Okay. Number 7. Number 7 is pork. Okay, pork ribs. Look at that, so delicious. Okay, so here's the question for you. What did you eat? What did you eat? That is past tense. Remember to change the main verb eat into past tense, okay? Write your answer. Okay, next question. Vegetables again. Okay, so look at that. Preparing, not yet cooking. So the question is, what will you cook? Looking at the vegetables there, what do you think? What will you cook? Okay, write your answer. Next, number 9. Look at this. Corn. Okay, corn. So the question is, what did you have? What did you have? That is past tense. Okay, so you have to change have into past tense. Remember that. You don't have to add did. You just have to write I and then past tense of have. And then the name of that food. All right? Write your answer. And the last one, number 10. Look. Those are buns. B-U-N-S. Okay? Buns. B-U-N-S. What are you cooking? What are you cooking? Okay, the name of that item is buns. B-U-N-S. Buns. Okay, buns. So you have to write your answer. Okay, so all you have to do is to take a photo of your answer and send it to Google Classroom so I can check. All right? Okay, so this time, please check your notes, get your notebook, go back to your copy of the conversation structures that I showed you previously because you will be needing them for the next part of the lesson. Okay, because previously we did answering the questions only. This time you will be writing conversation. So meaning you have to write the question and the answer. Okay, but make sure you're going to use appropriate question and answer or appropriate conversation for the pictures that I'm going to show you. Okay, are you ready? Get your notebook first. I'll give you time. Go back to your notes. You have 4 structures, but I will show you 5 pictures. So it's up to you to choose. Make sure that they are appropriate. Okay? What is appropriate? Appropriate means the conversation structure that you are going to use are correct for the photo. Ready? Okay. So don't worry, I will give you time to write the question and the answer. So first picture. Okay, that is picture number 1. They are in the kitchen. So what do you think should be the question? And what do you think should be the answer? Okay, so choose from the conversation structures and then write the question and write the correct answer. Look at the picture. Okay, think carefully. Choose correctly. And then write on your notebook. Finished? Okay, write the question and then the answer. Ready for number 2? Number 2. Okay. Number 2, they are not in the kitchen. They are outside the house. And they are doing that. There are 4 people, but only 2 people are talking. Okay. The lady is asking the question and the one cooking is going to answer. Okay, choose the conversation structure that is appropriate for this picture. What do you think? Okay. Ready for the next? Number 3. Okay. So look at the picture. Look at the food. Look at what they are doing. So from the conversation structures that I have given you, what do you think is correct for this picture? What do you think is appropriate for this picture? So choose and write the question and then write the answer. So the lady on the left is asking the question and the man on the right is answering the question. Finished? That's easy because I only gave you 4 conversation structures. So you just have to choose one that you think is appropriate for this one. Okay? Next one, number 4. This time, they are in the kitchen. And they are looking at something. What do you think? Okay, check the conversation structures. Choose which one is the best for this picture. Write the question and then the answer. The lady is asking the question and the man is answering. Okay? Last one, number 5. The pictures are only 5, so you will just need to write 5 conversation, okay? That is number 5. Sorry for the number, but that is number 5. I will repeat, the number on the photo, on the slide is 4, but that is for number 5, okay? That picture is different from number 4. So still, they are in the kitchen, but they are doing something else. They are doing a different thing from number 4. So the man this time is asking the question and the lady is answering the question. Okay, choose the conversation structure. And make sure to write the correct dish, okay, based on what they are doing there. You can check the vocabulary words on your notebook too. All right? So I think you're finished. So later, please take a photo of your answers and then link it on Google Classroom. Send it on Google Classroom so I can check later. So homework. What other dishes do you know? Can you name some now? You have to answer that later. I have linked some worksheets on your Google Classroom, so you have to check them out. And you have to tell me next time. Okay? Have a good day. Goodbye.